Alright, so we're returning back to the first stand that we were just at yesterday, and there's quite a few white-tailed deer right here. Now, if you remember right, towards the end of the hunt, we ended up taking down a beautiful 200-inch whitetail right on top of this ridge here. So it seems that this buck came back in its place. Looks to be a, for sure, 180 plus. I can't tell if it's going to break 200s or not. But I do think that he's actually, potentially, there's for surely 2 more bucks right there. So that would make 3 bucks in this herd of whitetail. And that means we can take down this one right here. Alright, we'll drop him. Then we should be able to take down another buck over in here. Which, if we find one big enough to take down, we will. And I think that's going to be the one right there. So, in the meantime, we got to try and figure out a way to get a shot off on this buck as well. Well, I got an idea. Hopefully that gets their attention a little bit. And believe it or not, but that did absolutely nothing to these whitetail. They didn't even respond to that shot. Alright, there's our buck. In fact, you can kind of see him there. Well, that didn't work. Wait, that's just the doe. Guys, we kind of hit the small buck on accident. Yep, we kind of accidentally shot the small one, which is all right, I suppose. Better than shooting the doe. But I was not trying to hit the deer. I literally was just trying to get his attention. That's all I was doing. And somehow, not only did we hit it, but we hit it pretty solid. That's like crazy. All right, there's our buck. There's our buck. Right there. Dropped him. Perfect shot. So in that case, I think we're only going to take down one of these here, because we already do have that one trivial down. We'll have to come back another time to get the decent 2. Where did he even go, actually? Unless, is he floating there, or is he coming this direction? Yeah, he must be floating there. If we wait a little bit longer, then this giant bull moose should show up. So we might hang tight here just a wee bit longer for that bull. And just like that, here he comes. He's stepping out there at 300 yards. Look at the size of that bull. It just started snowing, so he's got a bunch of snow on his back as well. But let's see where he heads to. He is trotting in fast. And he's going to stop right there. Pretty much exactly the same spot that we took our last bull at. Right there. And I think we smoked him. We were holding it pretty much right on the bottom of the heart for 300. And again, if you don't see him following the rest of the herd, well, there's a pretty good indication that he's not gonna. Whoa, there's the other bull there. All right, we'll let him be, because it's always good to have at least one bull or one buck in the herds. Well, with that, let's get down, go grab both these whitetail. No, all 3 of these whitetail, because we did get this one trivial over here. And then that giant bull moose. So to start out, let's work our way over here. Yep, I wasn't expecting to have this good of results already, honestly. I mean, we were just here, and next thing you know, we already got some pretty awesome action. There he is. Ooh, that's a good buck. It's a 182.14, and we got a 140 yard, very nice double lung shot there. Tucked it right behind the front shoulder, and this buck is covered in snow. Holy, that's pretty neat. So I actually got one of these mounted once, and I was hoping it would stay in snow like this. But the reality is it just turns into a regular whitetail, kind of like Cinderella. Once the time runs out, the carriage turns into a giant pumpkin, and then that's it. Well, we should get a better view of our whitetail over here, which was the level 2. He just kicked up. And there he is, right there. It's actually a 180 buck. Ooh, as well as a whole massive herd of moose, including 2 max weight bulls. Now, I would definitely like to get at least one of these bulls down. At least. Wow, we drilled that bull. Must have only gotten a single lung, but he is absolutely hammered. Where'd he go? Where did he go? Did he go down now? Yes, he did. Here's a pintail. And it was a gray northern pintail. 735. Ended up getting a lung intestine shot at 250. So, kind of cool. You know, it's kind of interesting the fact that we can see up to 350 yards here on these whitetail, but 50 yards further, we can't see those bull moose. And I'm wondering if maybe it's because they're behind this brush. That very well could be it. But we got to figure out how to get over there and get this buck. I think this actually might make for kind of a cool picture as well. Yeah. You know what? That is kind of cool. And now we can get our whitetail. 131, we got an intestine shot at 370 yards. Again, a very rare, crazy lucky shot, and in a sense, kind of crazy not lucky to hit the thing even. But yeah, we will take it. We will definitely take it. More moose over there. Oh, that's right. We got this bull down. I knew we had a reason to stay over here. I think he ran this way. And of course, we got to figure out a way to get across. I wish there was a couple more ways that you could actually cross this map. As in bridges or shallow spots. Because though there are a few shallow spots, they're difficult to find. And they're very few and far in between. For instance, right here should be a spot to cross, but there's not. So now we have to go way over there. Which at that point, you might as well just cross the shore. Who knows? We might actually run right into our bull and not even have to track him. He might be just piled up right down over here. He did run in here. Look at that. There's blood right there. And there's our bull. He went the complete opposite direction as to which way I thought he was going to go. But we did get a long shoulder blade shot at 130 yards, 211. He turned right when we took that shot, and it prevented us from getting a perfect heart shot. Still made an awesome shot and a beautiful bull moose. Well, we got one left, and that is our big bull. Now, last time our bull piled up in this water, so we didn't even really have to look for him. He was literally just laying right here. But it looks like this bull may have taken off. Alright, well, he should be... Gosh. Was he over there? I'm trying to see where our bull was. It would have to be... He would have had to have been, like, up over there. On that ridge top. Oh, I see him! He's piled up right there. I mean, how could you miss that massive paddle sticking up out of that grass? Holy, that's a bull. That is a bull. Alright, how do we get over there? Cross there, maybe? Alright, we found him. That worked pretty good. Yep. That definitely worked pretty good. Hey, and it even pushed our bull open a little bit more. 241.42. Holy, that's a giant bull. And we did get a heart shot at 272 yards, right through the shoulder blade, and got heart with a 375 Magnum. Man, I love this rifle for bull moose. Holy. That is something. What an impressive amount of penetration to go through that shoulder at 300 yards and connect on heart. Wow. Well, there you have it. Back-to-back massive bull moose down out of the same tree stand. Okay, so we're heading to the next spot looking for mule deer, and I spotted a bunch of beaver, but they're actually picking up a bunch of branches and stuff, and they are gathering. I haven't seen this before, so I thought it'd be pretty interesting to show. There was at least 18 beavers that all came trotting through this woods here, and they came down to this grass, including this giant dime potential beaver here, which is absolutely massive. But now it looks like they're kind of heading back up into that woods, and it looks like eventually they're gonna end up somewhere down over probably here. I'm not sure where the next den actually is, but look at, there's one there coming through. Okay, there they go, right there. So this is kind of what I wanted to be able to take a look at. Look at the size of that branch that beaver has. Huge branch. And then this one too. He's got another branch right there. Way out there. How cool is that? Whew, I'm out of breath. I am out of breath. So I promise, I'm looking for mule deer, and all of a sudden I found yet another monster bull moose. Well, that's another good one, but that is a monster. This one's 130 yards away, and I think it'd actually be kind of cool if we could sneak up on him to take him down with the bow. We have a perfect wind here, so I figured, why not go for it and make this happen. Let's make sure we get the 600 grain arrows in and try and get somewhere around maybe 80 to 100 yards. All right, well, we got him right there at 120. So if we can get just about 40 yards closer, we'll be in range for a shot. I'm actually pretty excited to take this shot because one, the wind is perfect, and two, he's lined up right with the snow. So that means we'll be able to find the blood pretty easily. All right, we're going for 100. 100-yard shot. 102, 105, okay. Oh my god, we just smoked that bull. The reaction was interesting because you couldn't even hear the impact. But I'm pretty sure our bull just tipped over. So whitetail come here in the morning, but I was hoping there'd be some muley. And as it seems, mule deer don't exactly show up here. So we're gonna have to go to a different spot. But we had a super epic moment at taking down this giant bull. All right, let's see where we took our shot. Right there. Really good blood. Really, really good blood. We watched him run this way. And then, oh my god, there he is down right there. There's some blood right there. And there's our bull. Right over here. More blood and a 100-yard double lung shot. 237.49. Wow. Let's take a look at that shot. You couldn't have centered the lung any more perfectly if you tried. For some reason, I thought we might have been a little too far forward. But that wind pushed it absolutely perfectly. Right through the center of the lung. And we smoked this bull. at 100 yards. 100 yards on the dot. Wow, what a bull. 237. And one incredible shot. Holy, we are surely finding some big bulls today. Oof, we finally came upon a herd of muley here, and there happens to be a beautiful buck right out in the middle. Now, last time we were here, we took down, I think, 2 or 3 level 4, or potentially big 3 mule deer bucks, and now it looks like we have 3 more right back. Although this one here is kind of the biggest one, I'd say. So what I want to do is definitely take down 1, but potentially take down 2, depending on how well it works. Oh, we smoked him, but didn't drop him. I was a little bit hesitant on that shot there because I wasn't sure what just happened, but which buck do we want? Yeah, we only really get 1 shot off here, don't we? Well, we hit him right in the back of the neck. I tried to, at least. Right there. Perfect shot. And some good blood going this way. This buck isn't going anywhere. We got good blood, and there's our buck down right there. We actually may need a follow-up on this other buck. So potentially, if we slow up a little bit, he might come back in. All right, so here's this buck, a 246. And we got a shoulder blade lung shot. It was going straight for the heart, just like I said, but it didn't make it there. Wow. Yeah, I figured there's no way we would have shot above the heart. At 170, there's just no way. We absolutely smoked that shoulder blade. But luckily, it still managed to penetrate through enough and get lung. And there's our buck. An incredible 240 plus muley buck. There's another buck that's not him, because he's at 75% health. Pretty cool setup right here, though. Look at this. So you can kind of see beneath these trees, and the reason you can see is because there's snow on the ground silhouetting these deer. Otherwise, it'd be extremely difficult. There's our buck. There's our buck right there, right there, right there. Just one more step forward. And we're gonna have a shot. We got him. Finished him off. Oh, that was cool. So like I was saying, you can actually see kind of beneath these trees here, there's a couple of openings where if you look, you can silhouette them quite nicely. And there's some openings to where you can actually even take a shot. Just like we did right there. Just like we did right there. Ooh, this buck is a good buck. Oh my god, it's a 217. I thought he was way bigger than that. Why does he look way bigger from this angle here? I guess it looks like he's got split G3s, but it's really just the whitetail rack. 217 still. Cool buck. We took a 255-yard try for a back of the neck, but we dropped because he was too far out. Finished him off with a lung shot there. Not bad. Oh my god, is that an albino? Is that a rare albino gray wolf? I think it may be. She's out there at 150 yards out, and luckily we got a whole lake in front of us here. That is one of the coolest wolves we've ever seen. We just hard shot her. Oh my god, we just hard shot her, and I think she's a rare albino gray wolf. We've never seen one of these before. Holy, what the heck was that? Wow. Well, we also hunted a very strange location too. We're on the very top end of the map over here by oldest sister. And this little lake right here, this frozen lake, is where that wolf came from. What did we just get? I see the pink feet or the pink paws, but I don't know what that could be. Oh, the pink nose. Oh my god, it's definitely a rare. It is definitely a rare. Oh that is crazy and super cool. What? Yep, that's an albino, all right. That right there is indeed an albino. Okay. Well, let's pick it up and see what it... Oh my god, it's a rare albino. It is! We got a double lung shot at 127 yards as he was cutting across the lake there. What a shot. Holy, what a shot. What a wolf. And what an incredible moment that was right there. I was just about ready to stop hunting for the day. And I saw these wolves cut across that ice. So I thought, well, maybe try and check to see if there's at least a decent one out there. I saw a 6 right away, so I thought maybe there could be a 9. Kept looking, and then I saw this guy. I'm like, why is that thing so light colored? And then I got a better look and realized that is either a very uncommon wolf or a super cool rare. And so we went for it, and that's when I saw kind of the pink pads on the paws here. And I thought that could very well be a rare albino. And as we got closer, I saw the pink nose, and that confirmed it right there. A rare albino gray wolf. Wow, that was something. That really was something. Well, anyways, that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Oh, and if you didn't get a chance, go back and watch yesterday's video so you can see us do some awesome bow hunting, as well as some hunting for white-tailed deer and bull moose out of a tree stand.